Hey everybody, it's Daniel and Johnny again. We are going to go over our top 5 most anticipated movies of 2017 because we're in 2017 now, we're in the future. Let's talk about these movies that are going to come out this year.
Get fucking hype.
Let's get hype. Let's go. So, we're not going to do our top 5 yet, we're going to do our honorable mentions. First, Johnny, what are a couple of honorable mentions?
Some of the ones I'm really excited for that aren't in the top tier are Star Wars Episode 8. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I did really love Force Awakens. I'm excited to see what they do with those characters, and Rian Johnson is a great writer and director, so I have a lot of faith in him. Logan, I think, could be... I mean, it's Hugh Jackman's last Wolverine movie. Mm-hmm. The trailer was awesome, and there's a lot of hype building up to it, so I have high expectations. And then another honorable mention is Alien Covenant. Ridley Scott directed it. Michael Fassbender's in it. Danny McBride, Catherine fucking Watterson, a bunch of people.
Danny McBride?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Billy Crudup. And it's a follow-up to Prometheus. And I actually really liked Prometheus, even though a lot of people were kind of like split on it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where the story goes. And the trailer came out recently, and it looks like really like nice like horror and kind of sci-fi like action. So I'm really curious to see how that goes.
Any other movies anticipated?
A few others for like the whole year. I'd probably say Beauty and the Beast. Really looking forward to that.
Yep.
King Kong, I think should be really cool. Kingsman, the sequel to the first one, which I really liked as well. It's a comic book movie technically.
Alright, some honorable mentions for me, and my fucking voice is cracking. Honorable mentions. Lego Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be really
excited
cool.
for that.
The Dark Tower.
The Dark Tower, yes.
Super interested in that. That could be really good.
I'm a huge fan of the books.
It could be really good. Man, Matthew McConaughey's just so on and off like with his movies. I hope it's really good because I like the 2 leads in it.
Yeah, Idris Elba, of course, and I don't know, I just have a lot of faith in like this like kind of brain trust that they have, and Stephen King seems to be behind it. So we'll see how it goes. It could be my favorite movie of the year, or it could be they completely fucked that up. But.
And just to go through these real quick because I want to get into the top 5. The Mummy, just because I like Tom Cruise, and I
do like Tom
I think
Cruise.
that could go into an interesting way. Pirates of the Caribbean sequel. Who knows what they're going to do with that because they've already come out. I think with 4 other movies.
Those movies got pretty bad, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but it could be interesting because it's been a couple of years. And Guardians of the Galaxy 2, not quite in my top 5, but it's...
I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
the trailer looks good.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Looks funny.
Okay, so let's get into... Actually, another one. He already covered it. Skunk Island. Kong Skull Island. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really good. And that's literally was in my top 5, and then I had to take it out for one other movie. But
yeah, I think between the 2 of us and all those honorable mentions, those are really the bulk of the movies that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah.
But our top 5 is very selective. So let's get into that.
So I'll do top 5. I'll do my 5, and he'll do his 5, and then 4 and 4.
Yeah.
So my number 5 movie is Spider-Man. Homecoming.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that's my number 5. I'm pretty
wavy.
I'm pretty happy about that movie. I think the trailer looks really funny. I think it's going to be typical Marvel. What's your number 5?
My number 5, 2017 most anticipated, is War for the Planet of the Apes. I love this franchise. It's one of the best like reimaginings and reboots of an older franchise that I think is going on right now. I really liked Rise with James Franco, but Dawn, which came out in 2014, I think, was awesome. Such a good action movie, and the story is it's so epic, and Caesar is just an awesome character. Andy Serkis does a great job with that. Maurice and all the others, and Koba. And I'm really just excited to see, this one looks like it's going to be really brutal, and it's a like full-blown war movie.
Number 4 for me is Beauty and the Beast. Big Disney film, obviously. It looks really cool.
It looks really good. I'm a pretty big fan of the live-action movies they've been doing. Jungle Book wasn't that great, but I really liked Cinderella. So I'm excited. Beauty and the Beast is a huge story. It's going to be massive as far as box office goes. So yeah.
What's number 4 for you?
Number 4 for me. This is tough. I went with, just because I haven't seen that much of what's going to go on in this movie yet, I went with Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan. It's his next movie after Interstellar, which came out a couple years back. This is like his first really like war movie. It takes place in World War II. The cast is great. Fucking Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, Harry Styles is in it. Mark Rylance.
I don't judge movies off of trailers, but the trailer I was really like not like pleased with at all. It didn't like give too much, and it didn't even really look like that great of a movie. But again, it's Christopher Nolan. He's one of my favorite.
I mean, it's
directors.
Christopher fucking Nolan.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite
yeah.
directors. So I'm expecting way more than what they gave us.
I mean, yeah, he's very secretive. He doesn't really show a lot. Even the Interstellar stuff, I wasn't really like, I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. And I really like that movie, and I like all of his movies really. So
Number 3 movie is Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League is going to be really, really good, assuming that Warner Brothers producers don't completely destroy it and gut it for what they. It's probably a good movie. I'm excited to see a lot of the characters for the first time with a lot of screen time.
Mm-hmm.
Flash is super interesting. I really like him in the comics. He's probably my favorite. He's in the top 2 or 3, if not my favorite character in comics. I'm not super like hot on some of the casting options, but again, you just have to see the film just to see exactly how it plays out. I'm assuming that's going to be on Johnny's list, but not at number 3.
My number 3 is Wonder Woman. She obviously first appeared in BVS in 2016, and now she's getting her first full-blown movie ever in fucking 75 years that she's existed somehow. And the trailers have been awesome ever since Comic-Con when they started rolling stuff out. It's been looking great. I like the World War I setting. I think that's going to be cool, like a unique spin on that. And I'm excited to see her origin. Wonder Woman's actually one of my favorite superheroes, and I'm reading her origin story that they're doing in the comics right now, and I'm just really excited to see on the big screen. I think she has a great origin. I know a lot of people don't really know it, so it's gonna be cool to see her get a lot of exposure.
Now into the really good stuff. Our top 2. I've heard about Star Wars ever since I was a little kid. I've rediscovered it in the last few months. Well, not rediscovered. I discovered it for the first time. Why people love it? Because just in the last month or so, my fiance and I watched all of the movies in order: episode 1, 2, 3, episode 1, 2, and 3, and then Rogue One in theaters, and then we came back home and watched 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Blu-ray. It is such a good story, and you have to look past the first few episodes and just look at the story aspects and not look at the presentation of the film.
It is. I think I know what your number 1 is, and if it is what I think it is, I'm gonna fucking slap you. But here we go. My number 2 is the next film by Denis Villeneuve, Blade Runner 2049.
Oh yeah.
I am fucking jacked for this movie. Oh my god.
I just saw the trailer for it last night. I said,
holy shit, you just saw it?
I just saw it.
Holy
I
shit.
was actually gonna call him to do a trailer reaction, and then I saw it.
Fuck.
I was like, wait, this shit came out a month ago.
This came out like a month ago, yeah. Yeah, Ryan Gosling's one of my favorite actors. He's the lead. And then you have Harrison Ford reprising his role from the original as Deckard. And I just watched the original. I bought the final cut on Blu-ray recently. I just hunted down on eBay. I watched it. And fuck, that movie is so good. I can't wait to rewatch it a bunch between now and then. But I'm really excited to see what they do. I love Denis as a director. Like I said, Arrival is my favorite movie last year, so I have really high expectations, and the cast is great. You got Jared Leto, Robin Wright, and a bunch of others. So
yeah, it's gonna be
high expectations.
That should have been in my honorable mentions because it did look really good.
Yeah.
I like the whole cast. I didn't even know this movie's coming out next year, and I actually think it's probably coming out in 18 or /19. But it was listed on the Rotten Tomatoes as a 27.
You can't fucking trust what they have on there.
Well, it has a specific release date, so okay, I'm gonna go by it. Avatar 2.
It's not fucking coming out.
It says December 19th.
They haven't even fucking filmed it.
How do you know they haven't filmed it yet?
Fucking James Cameron's always talking about we gotta get the technology, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
my god. No,
It's not coming out
well,
next
whatever.
year.
It's listed as a 2017, and until they move it off, I'm going with it.
It's not fucking coming out next
Fuck
year.
it.
It's this year now.
Exactly. So if it's coming out, it's coming out. It's listed as a 2017, and I even said it's probably not coming out until 2 years from now. But that is my most anticipated movie right now of all the films because the first one was such a technological leap. That was like the first film ever in my lifetime that I remember that was like big for 3D, and people were literally, even people I don't think are like big into going to the movies were going just to watch the 3D. That was already 8 years ago. I can't imagine what's going to happen, in the next year to 3 years when this movie actually comes out with a 3D.
2020, when this movie comes out that he's talking about first.
Fuck off. Whenever it comes out, the technological leap is going to be fucking amazing. We go to Disney World like pretty much every year, every other year. I cannot wait for Avatar Land to open up.
Justice League! Justice League. Easily my number 1. Ever since I was little, obviously, I've been obsessed with DC and the superheroes, and I've always wanted to see this movie come to life. And I love BVS, as everyone knows, and Man of Steel, and I like where this story is going. I'm curious to see, Superman, he's going to come back. How the hell is that going to work? Ben Affleck as Batman is awesome. Can't wait to see more of him. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. And then two of my favorite superheroes ever, Aquaman and Flash, are going to get some live action treatment here. And Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa, I think, are just so perfect for these roles. And we haven't really seen that much footage from them yet. But obviously over the next few months, and we should be getting a trailer relatively soon. I'm so excited to see what they do with those. And then all the supporting characters like J.K. Simmons as Gordon and Amber Heard as Mara. And you have fucking Deathstroke's going to be in it to some extent, Lex Luthor. And I'm really excited. There's so much that's going to happen. It's going to be a huge fucking movie in just every respect. So
When does that movie come out?
Comes out November 17th.
2017.
We got a long time to wait.
We will be there. Yeah, we do have a long ass time to wait. Yeah, that was our most anticipated movies of 2017. Keep watching. Please subscribe. Watch all of our reactions. We have tons of reactions. This is kind of a slow period right now because Oscars are coming up, and then we're just not in a good time to start promoting the fall or the summer blockbusters. But in the next couple months, it's going to pick up a lot. Please subscribe to our channel.
Come on this journey with us.
Come on this journey with us. That's our new. Okay.
See our opinions about these movies, guys.
Yeah. So please subscribe. Keep watching. Give us a thumbs up and a comment, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Tell us what your most anticipated movies are.
Yeah. Just give us your top 3 most anticipated, whatever you want to.
And go see the video where we talk about what we loved the most in 2016. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting.